All right, all
Hey,
right.
yeah, hey, it is 2025
Happy
January.
New Year.
New Year, everybody, man. What's going on? This your boy Ice, man. I have my wonderful co-host, Crazy Church Lady.
Church lady.
Hey, man, what's going on? What's happening with you? How was your holidays?
Man, I really had a great time. I got a chance to go back home to Maryland, get me a steak and cheese, half and half, you know what I'm saying? And some wings.
Hey, you
I'm
a high
good.
Bama.
I'm good. I went to Saudi's, I went to Lido's Pizza,
Hey, man, y'all
all
hear
the little
this?
spots.
Man, she went home to eat.
I went on a food tour. That's basically what I should say. I went on a food tour. I had a good
Hey,
time though. What
that's a
you
brute.
do?
Hey, man, I was working at home with my family, man, just doing what I do.
Yeah,
Man, I had a good holiday, man.
yeah,
I was blessed. Like everything at holidays can be stressful, but this
yeah.
year you just take things as they come and you just deal with it the way you got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it. Did you
Yo,
have to work on Christmas Day or you was good?
man, hell yeah, I work, man. I went and got that. I went and got that double time, man. I worked and still came home and opened presents and hung out, ate.
Hey, you
And
ain't go to the club like you did on your
nah,
birthday, did you?
nah, nah.
Okay.
I ain't go
Okay.
shake a leg. Hey, man, I can't deal with them cramps no more, man. I made 2, 3 minutes, man. I'm cramping. It's time, man. I know. I drink a lot of water, man. And after about 3 leg shakes and a hip move, man. Look here, y'all already know what it
What's
is,
wrong
man.
with you, man? What's
Hey,
wrong
man.
with you?
Hey, soon as you twitch wrong, hey, it's like, hey, man, it's time to sit down.
All right, so then I ain't gotta ask if you went to party on New Year's Eve because you ain't party on New Year's Eve
Hey,
neither.
man, look. It was too many shotguns going off, man.
Yeah,
Where I live at, man, them things
yeah,
was. Hey, I had to join in on the fun. You know how it is,
yeah.
man. I had to get my thing out there, man, to unload. Relieve a little stress. Let everybody, let the neighbors know, like, hey,
Are
you can
you
come over.
serious?
Hey,
You
man,
a Bama.
you can come over here if you want. I got something for you.
You definitely a Bama, bro. You a Bama. You a
Hey, man, you
Bama.
know how. Hey, I'm gonna let them know. Hey, and it's big too when it's loud. Most
Oh
definitely.
my God.
Hey, man, I wasn't playing no games, man. I'd let that thing go, man. Man, I was just talking to
Why
the
you had to
neighbors.
let that thing go,
Hey,
man?
man, I was
But
just talking to the neighbors in the quiet, man. I was letting them know, hey, you can come on over this fence if you want.
if you want to, right, 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 right. Yeah,
I ain't
I
that,
feel
I ain't that saved. Yeah, man.
that
Hey,
Bama said he ain't that safe. He
I
not
ain't that
playing with
saved yet,
y'all.
man. I ain't. Look, it's what it is. Hey,
Right.
man, we are so glad to be back with you
Yes, we
tonight.
are.
Tonight, we just gonna have a real conversation about just life on life terms and things that's going on.
Yeah.
And before we came on the show, Chi and I, we was really discussing. We was just talking about healing
Hmm.
and expectations of healing and how people when they go through this process, and I think you hit it right on the head, that they have expectations that you supposed to be doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we both are in the people's business. And I'm quite sure, through your journey and even in my daily journey, with the work that I do, healing for many people is really, really difficult
Yeah. It is.
because you got to deal with some stuff.
Yeah.
And you got to be honest with what you're dealing with because you and I, we had this conversation all the time. And I talk about in the process of my healing journey over the last 20 years, I had to look at the role that I played in every situation that I was
Yeah.
because I can't always say I've been hurt.
Hmm.
And I can say, that my actions have affected people,
Yeah.
but I've played 100% of that role in that process.
Yeah.
And you have to be really honest with yourself when you're talking about healing and transition and moving on to the next step of your life and not hold no grudges. That's a
Yeah.
big one. People
It
heal and
is.
then be mad at the world.
Yeah. For sure.
So for me, this year, I didn't make no resolutions like we discussed. I just wanted to be better than I am yesterday. How about that?
That's it.
So what you think about that process for yourself based on your own personal experience?
I think healing is it's something you got to choose to want to do. But what I think I went wrong is I felt like because I healed the, maybe with regards to somebody else that was in the situation, I felt like they should have been healed too, or they should have been in the same process as I was, and I got severely disappointed because just because you healed don't mean I'm healed. You know what I mean? But it you gotta it's such a big choice, and I think it's fleeting. Like I don't think it ever stops. I don't think you ever get to a point in your life where you like everything is here. I'm good to go. I don't need this. You know what I'm saying? I think as we grow, our perspective change. I think when things happen to us, our perspective change. Cause like, for example, something might have happened. Let's just say back in 1982, you ain't thought about it. You've healed. But here we are, 2025, and it still got a little something happen, or you saw something, or somebody said something, and then it still kind of brings back those feelings or that thought process. So I think it's an ongoing thing. You know what I mean? But just because you're in the healing process, don't mean that everybody else is. You know, I got
Hmm.
somebody that I'm close to, and all they do is complain. All every time you get on the phone, they complain, and it's like, I asked them, in a respectful way, at what point do you decide to heal? At what point do you decide that you're not going to wake up and let this control your life? You know what I mean? And they ain't understand that, because that just was foreign to them. And I can't be mad because they don't want to hear what I got to say. They just not there. You know what I mean? It's got to be a choice. You can't force somebody to heal. You can't force it.
You said a mouthful, and I was really processing as you was talking,
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't have said it no better. I have a saying, and I see it so often that people they make a choice to hold on to their pain to
Mm-hmm.
have an excuse
Yeah.
when failure or disappointment comes into their life.
Right. Agreed. Agreed. Totally agree.
So, and you talked about healing as a lifelong process. I don't believe nobody ever heals fully.
Yeah.
And you have to get to a place where some things that's in your life that you have experienced, you have to manage.
Mm. Good bird.
And some things you most definitely gonna have to forgive. And the
Yeah.
first person you gotta forgive is yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because when you talk about healing the circumstances, every relationship, most of the time for individuals living in the world that we live in, first of all, becomes so transactional
Yeah.
with blinders
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
dividers attached.
Yeah.
Like I'm in this situation. I'm a pump fake and tell you, yeah, I like you.
Yeah.
You my boo. But in the back of my mind, I have some transactional issues that I'm
Yeah.
getting ready to bring to the table, and I hope you can fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
Just in friendships too. Think about the friendships. Think about people that you think you were cool with,
Yeah.
and then you have a situation happen,
Mm-hmm.
and then you wonder all of a sudden they ain't your friend no more. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
What happened?
my favorite part about that, and people laugh at me when I said, when a person asks me, you don't mess with me no more, I smile because you already informing me that you know what you did to me.
Right. Well said. Well
Ain't that
said.
something?
Well
They
said.
ask you, man, you don't mess with me no more.
Yeah.
What do you think this is? Who you think I am?
Right.
I gotta make a decision to separate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no hard feelings against what you did. You have showed me who you are, your character, and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody has baggage
Yeah.
in this process, and you got to decide on how much baggage you can accept
Mm-hmm.
because everybody's going to bring something,
Everybody got something.
right?
Right. Everybody.
However, in healing comes boundaries. And that's what a lot of people can accept in that process.
Mhm.
Because when I heal now, I gotta set some boundaries for me.
Right.
And if they apply to you, you're gonna be so uneasy.
It's gonna make you uncomfortable. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
And then emotional manipulation plays comes into play.
Oh man, let's get into that. Let's get into that.
Oh my
Emotional
gracious!
manipulation.
You know what? I ain't really
Yeah.
want to talk. I ain't really want to bring that up, but
Now,
it
now,
just
but you
came
didn't.
out
You don't
my
open the
mouth,
door.
man.
We might as well get. Yeah.
Man,
We
hey,
might
you
as
see
well
this hot
step in it
Bama?
right
Hey,
now.
man,
Yeah.
this what we do, man. Man, look,
Yes.
let me tell you something. If y'all just tuned into the show, man, she catches me in these moments where I'm just flowing and I'll say something, and
Let-
she be talking about, yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Emotional manipulation, because
Emo-
that's a real thing, man.
hey, look, it's so real that sometimes people are unconscious that it's really happening because they so comfortable in their own trauma and their
Right.
own mishaps,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And emotional manipulation is a powerful thing. S- You know, many people use it as a tool not to hold themselves accountable.
There it is. There it is.
And if I bring up an issue with you and you can't be accountable, or we can't sit down and have a conversation about it, and you begin to use your emotional impact
Mhm.
designed around that issue to make me feel like I'm the problem,
Right.
I gotta leave you alone. I have to. I have to. Because I don't have the capacity.
Yeah.
I don't. I could like you for a long time and still not deal with you.
Yeah. Facts.
Cause I could watch you from a distance.
Yeah.
However, I don't want nothing bad for you. How about that?
Mhm. Yeah. And yeah. Just because you separate from a person, um, you don't that don't mean you want bad. You wishing ill on them. You just know you ain't messing with them. I can't deal with you in no capacity. So I
Well,
gotta step out.
that becomes part of the uncomfortability you was just talking about,
Yeah.
because it goes back to, oh, they're not dealing with me. And then they bring other people in.
Mm-hmm.
They involve other individuals. And then
Mm-hmm.
people come up to you and be like, hey T, you ain't messing with, and you just looking at them crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what?
You looking at
Like
them crazy. You be like, man,
why you in this?
I
This
ain't
ain't got nothing to do
yeah,
with you.
this ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right. This ain't got nothing to do with you, ma'am or
Why
sir.
why you even think that you even could come up to me and ask me something about that situation which you
Yeah.
don't even know anything about?
You don't know nothing about. You only
Because
know one side.
yeah, because 10 out of 10, they not even gonna tell you the truth.
Period.
That's it.
That's it.
They're not gonna tell you the truth.
And people are so quick to take a side. You know what I'm saying? And you haven't fully heard the whole story. What happened? What's going on? You know what I mean? And then how about the bigger picture? Mind your business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? Now you interjecting yourself into a situation that you don't
Mm-hmm.
need to be in. And then what's gonna happen is if you don't play your cards right, then I gotta cut you off. Now you
Mm-hmm.
you talking to somebody else, and that it's like a cycle because people refuse to be uncomfortable. If I've offended you, it's gonna be uncomfortable for me to come to you and say what's going on because I already kind of know that I offended you and I don't know how to address the situation, or particularly how you gonna respond. Stuff gets drawn out of drawn out because people don't want to be uncomfortable. And just ask the question. Guess what? Iceman, you just might have been having a bad day. I might have
Exactly.
seen you normally. You speak to me in the morning. We coming into work this morning. You didn't speak. Now I'm upset. I'm telling Cheryl, that nigga, excuse me, that dude, he ain't even speak to me this morning. Cheryl telling you, oh, so you ain't speaking this morning, and you don't even know. But I didn't have that uncomfortable conversation with you. Like,
Hey,
hey, Ice Man, you all right?
hey, check
You
this out.
good?
I don't even like Cheryl, but you tell her.
Yeah, yeah. On top of that, you don't even like Cheryl. You know what I'm saying? Now me, you, and Cheryl
Yeah,
is
man.
beefing. You
Yeah,
know what
we
I'm
beefing.
saying?
And we
So
beefing about nothing, right?
nothing, because
We beefing.
I didn't want to be uncomfortable and say, you know what, Ice Man, I saw you yesterday. You know everything good? Did I do something? I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
And at that moment, I have to stop and be accountable and say, you know what? I didn't hear you speaking. I apologize if I didn't
Right,
speak, and then we can have a conversation. That
right.
that barely ever happens
Rarely.
at, on the larger scale.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's like we got to get to a place where even when you speak to people and they don't respond, you can't take it as if it's yours
yeah. Right.
because
That's it.
you said something. A lot of times we don't realize people be going through some things and everybody don't know how to deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like everybody might not be able to do the things that you and I are able to do.
Right,
Even in the uncomfortability of all the conversations that you and I have, we cool, we good.
right, right, right.
They don't, and you know what? It don't have to make sense
I
because
don't.
I know I get on your nerves. I know you don't even like calling me with nothing. Y'all
Next
see she got
question.
quiet. Y'all
Next
see she,
question.
y'all see she got quiet. See, this is what we do. This is under no conditions, man. This what
Under no
under
conditions.
no conditions.
Next
Hey, let me tell you.
conversation.
Let me tell you something. This high Bama here, man.
Oh man.
Hey, this is my partner in crime right here. We
Yes,
be having
indeed.
we be having some conversations a lot of people
Ye-
can't have.
yes, we do. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it's like, hey, you good? I'm
Yep.
good. Let's go.
Yeah. And we move on. You know what I'm
Just
saying? That's
yeah,
it.
just let's make it
That's it.
happen.
That's
And
it.
it builds character and it builds trust.
It does. It does. It does. You know, it's a good feeling having somebody in your life that you know, okay, when I'm on my BS, they gonna let me know. They not gonna sugarcoat it, they're not gonna pacify me. They gonna tell me, look, you on your BS right now. When you finish being on your BS, come on back over here. And we can do what we was doing. But right now, you on some other type time. So just keep it over there. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good feeling to have people in your life like that. I never thought I would be able to say that because I'm super sensitive. But I love and appreciate that I got people like you in my life that's gonna tell me, look, man, either man up, tell me you don't want to hear it, I'm on the BS, we've been here before. But then the next day you're not judging me and not talking to me.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? We can get right back to it,
yeah. That's a
So
great feeling
it's
because
a wonderful feeling.
you
Yeah.
learn,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
learn people learn you, and it really gives you an opportunity to look at your character and look at yourself as a person
Mm-hmm.
because we all go through things
Yeah.
and sometimes we're affected differently by certain or different situations that be going on in our life.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that I'm learning and I continue to process is I can't be going through too much by myself.
No.
And I'm working on that, man, because
Yeah.
I'll
You
have
got to.
yeah, I'm working on it because I be still feeling like, you know what, no matter what's going on, I'ma handle it. And I be feeling like sometimes I don't have to run about nobody. I'm gonna sit in it.
Yeah, I agree with you. You don't have to run stuff by people, but at the same time, you got people in your circle that have different perspectives,
Yeah.
and different perspectives can help you. And you shouldn't have. And I just still say this: if you love me, I shouldn't feel alone. And I'm not talking about just in a dating or a marriage. I'm just saying
Hmm.
as a whole. I hate to say this, but it's the truth. Sometimes people commit suicide and they look at the people looking on the outside. Man, she had so and so around. They had this celebrities. They got people around, but did they really have people that they could trust? that was gonna
lonely,
keep it real. You
lonely,
know what I'm saying?
lonely,
Lonely.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emotionally, they lonely, and they haven't acquired the skills to be able to voice or communicate what's going on with them, and they don't have the people around them that can properly relate
Trust
or
me.
understand
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
because everybody's around you for what you got, not
Right.
for the person that you are. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
it's like nobody can come and tell me about you.
Hmm.
Nobody can. I don't care if it could be your grandmother.
Right.
I'm gonna
Grandma, I
love
want to hear
grandma,
that.
but I'll be like, grandma, I don't want to hear that,
I want to hear that. Right.
because
Yeah.
my relationship with her ain't like yours.
Right. And that's another factor people got to consider, the dynamics of each relationship. The relationship I had with my mother is not the relationship I had with my best friend. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different. And I don't think when people are judging, they don't take those things into account. You
They
know what
don't.
I mean? You don't take that into account.
They
This is a
don't.
totally different type of relationship that I'm having, an issue in. You know what I mean? Some
Exactly.
relationships with people, you can say, hey, listen, I'm done with you. I ain't gotta ever hear from you again. But it's tricky when it come to family. You can do that with family too, but you know what I'm saying? It's tricky. The dynamics are different. And people don't consider that. You know what I mean? So my mother coming to tell you something about me is different than somebody I met a week ago. You see what I'm saying? It's totally different.
Well, even if your mama come tell me,
See,
me and your mama might not get along after I say what I gotta say.
see, see.
I'm gonna love Mama Dukes, but I'm telling Mama Dukes, look, man, I don't want to hear that,
I respect that. I totally respect that, and I know
Be-
you would say that. I know you would.
because you know what I've learned this past year. Like I've really in retrospect to everything that's going on in my life, man. What the one thing I've learned, even through our conversations, is that when people complain about certain things or certain issues,
Mhm.
it's a real demonstration for me of what they're lacking.
Mm, yeah. Good point. That's a good observation.
If I'm
Very
complain,
good.
if I'm complaining, if I'm going to the store and I'm complaining about the groceries is too high and I don't feel like I want to pay these prices, right? Then
Hmm.
I got to start looking at my own finances and understand,
Yeah.
man, I might have to eat a certain different way to stay
Yeah.
within my budget. So I'm not gonna
Yeah.
complain about it. I'm gonna make the adjustments.
Right. Make the adjustment.
And
That's
if it,
it right
and,
there.
and if a person come complaining to me about a person, I'll be like, man, I don't want to hear that. And I
Yeah.
say that because what happens is we just touched on this. People want an ally. I ain't that ally.
Right. That's it. Hey, you've been hitting the nail on the head all night. I mean, seriously, the ally. Like
I'm
they
not the
they want
ally.
an ally.
Mm-mm, not me.
Yeah.
Because what makes you think you could come to me and say something like that?
Yeah. That
What
part
is it
right there.
about? What is it about this situation that you thought you need to tell me that you felt so comfortable to come to tell me something about your child or your
Yeah.
friend?
Right. Right.
So now I know you have no loyalty.
None.
Your
Because if
whole
you telling their
relationship,
business, you'll tell
yeah,
mine.
your whole relationship is transactional and convenience
Hmm.
based on what you can get from it. So
Right.
now, nah, we good.
Yeah.
You know, we good. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why I ain't got too many friends, man, because they be like, I don't play, man.
Yeah. You
Man,
don't play.
man, people be like, I don't even want to tell you, but don't tell me.
I don't play, man, y'all. He don't play. But I will say this: he the same Monday as he is Wednesday as he is Sunday. He gonna stand on business about what he said. So it's no wavering when it comes to Iceman for real. And I love that and I appreciate that about him.
Hey, man, I appreciate a lot of things about you, because it's certain conversations and certain actions that I've had to sit back and just look at myself.
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I really appreciate it because it just gives me a different perspective on life.
Yeah.
And what I'm understanding really is that, in this lifetime, man, you gonna only have maybe one or two good friends,
Yeah. That's true.
and everybody else gonna be associates.
Yeah. That's true. I had
You
to tell
know,
my daughter that, she 18, she got a little group of friends she just met in college, friends, and I'm like, baby, you don't really know these people. Some had popped off at school. I'm like, baby, you don't really know them. You just met them in August. They my friends. These associates. You know what I'm saying? You just spend a lot of time with them. They not friends. You don't know if they friends yet. You know?
yeah, but it's hard for this generation
It
to
is.
antiquate that, to separate
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
association. You know, oh, she like me.
Yeah. Right.
She
Just because I spend a lot
he
of time with
he
you.
got a cute little smile. That's my friend.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? Just because I spend a lot of time with you don't mean you my friend. You know what I'm saying? Just because we go to lunch at the same time and eat together don't mean you my friend. You
Nah,
know what I
man,
mean?
I might be trying to figure out how I need to get in your pockets. I
You
might
know
need to
what?
I might need to ask you something 6 months down the line. I'm just trying to work. I'm just trying to work my way in.
Hey, you ain't never lied. You ain't
Hey
never
man,
lied.
hey, are you already know? Hey man, look, I always think about, now we have us, we can laugh about. I always think about like how we met.
Yeah,
I'm we met at a time in my life where I was in crisis.
yeah.
I had just been diagnosed with cancer,
Hmm.
and I was just starting a podcast.
Yeah.
And I think I was like 45 days in, remember?
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something. This she a hot bam. I'm gonna get back to the story, right? Cause she laughing. She know what I'm gonna say, right? Man, hey, she interviewed me right now. It's been over 2 years, man. I still ain't heard our podcast on the air nowhere.
Hey, stop telling my business. You
Hey
a
man,
Bama.
hey man, she
You a
hot bam.
Bama.
Hey, I'm saying, hey, I'm really looking for. Man, where's the show? Man,
You a
she ain't.
Bama.
Hey
You a
man, she
Bama.
ain't never put that thing out, man. And
Hey, listen, I recorded like 100 shows with like a whole bunch of everybody be emailing me like, "Can I get the show? Can I get the show?" I'm like, "Look, that whole computer gone. I don't know where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where it's at. But right
hey,
now, you can tune into the Under No Conditions podcast.
yeah,
How
man,
about
you
that?
you can come on in and get some of this money, man. Cause
You
we
can
gonna give
come
it
on
up,
over
man.
here.
Hey
Yeah,
man, but you know what? It might have been a blessing that you did.
yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Mhm.
I got shows right now. I haven't even published
Mhm.
audio right now. I haven't even published. Um, I haven't even listened to them to edit it or did anything.
Okay, and that's all right.
So
You
I
gonna get to 'em.
understand it though. But man, yeah, we met, and you know,
It's been up
TT,
since then.
yeah, TT, man,
Don't
she been
don't
a hot
say
mess.
nothing wild.
She been a hot mess, man, since we been on the air, man. I'm telling you, man.
I
But you
have
know
been
what?
very professional. Thank you.
Y'all want to believe that? Y'all
I'm
need to
very
y'all need
professional.
to email us, man.
I reached out to you and was like, "Hey, let's do a show." Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
remember.
was on my business stuff.
Yeah, it was a great thing. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell y'all something. If y'all is anywhere in the Augusta, in the Savannah, Georgia area, man, y'all got to go see T. Man, I call it the Wax Center, man,
You
cause
know.
hey, she got this long name, 699,
Oh my God,
327,
no!
West
It's
Indian
eight.
Wax.
It's 1827. Wax and Aesthetics. Yes, come see me if
Hey
you're in the
man, y'all
Augusta,
gotta come.
Columbia, Savannah, Orlando area.
Hey man, 1827, man. Y'all
Hey,
gotta
you
come.
gotta come, man, because I listen. I'm instead of giving you that $2.87, I'm gonna hook you up, man. You gonna
I'm
leave out that joint shiny
hey
than
man,
look.
look, I'm gonna come. We're gonna do a whole feature, man. Hey, it's gonna be a whole 2 days. We're gonna have to
We
just
should.
yeah,
Yes.
man. We gonna have cater food. I'm telling you, man. That's how.
Yes,
Hey,
man.
man. We're gonna do a whole commercial.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
do
do
a
a whole
live.
thing. We're gonna
Yeah.
do a lot, man. We're gonna do some
Yeah.
filming. We're gonna invite some friends. We're gonna invite some family, man. We're gonna talk
Yeah,
about, we're gonna talk about some issues. And I always tell you, even through our own conversations, how proud are you? Because I watch you walk through that journey, and I
yeah.
want to let you know today that I appreciate that you allowed me the opportunity to walk with you through that journey, man. I'm
I
proud of you.
appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you too, man. Hey, listen, I'm just thankful that you still continue to be my friend with all that whining and crying I was doing.
What?
I'm thankful
Yeah.
because I was whining and crying like every other day. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, hey, look, I was up here about to pull out my boxing gloves on somebody. And Iceman, like, you hear yourself? Like, do you hear yourself? How ridiculous you sound at your big grown age of 40 some years old.
Oh my
You know
Christ.
what I'm saying? So yeah, he got me together. But hey, listen, but on a serious note, I needed that though. I
She
needed
was
that.
she was I can relate. I can
Yeah.
relate because a lot of times, even in these conversations we talk about, sometimes you be really feeling like in your journeys, in that progression, and you going through that process, you be feeling like your back is against the wall. And
Yeah.
sometimes people do things or they present things in a manner that pushes you to the limit where you are uncomfortable yourself.
Yeah. That's true. That's
But you
true.
did it, man. Hey
Yeah.
man, she is licensed. Y'all hear me, man? She normally when we say certified, y'all know we be talking about that other thing, the other end of the spectrum, right? But she,
I'm
hey,
licensed.
hey, she is certified, man. She is doing her thing over there. Hey man, you gotta check out, man, her her mini commercials. Hey man, they funny,
My
man.
father called them commercials. He crazy. Y'all crazy.
Hey man, they be funny, man. She be doing the voiceover, man. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Keep doing your thing, man,
I
because
appreciate it,
it's
man.
coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Hey, what we got the $86 wax special this week. What we doing?
This
This month? What is it? I know you said
this
40
this
something,
week,
50 something.
this month, for 42 days, we doing the 42 for 42 celebration to celebrate my 42nd birthday. So for 42 days, our Brazilian waxes are $42. Just $42.
Y'all got it.
Yes, 42 for 42 celebration.
Y'all
Come
got it.
check me out. Get you
Hey
all
man,
cleaned up for Valentine's Day.
yeah, man, come check. And hey man, and before man we get off the show, man. Hey, look what they got me, man.
Let me see. What is it? What it say? Under no conditions.
Hey man, look.
Yes.
Hey, we coming, man. Hey man, I want to shout out to my son. I call him Backpack, man, cause he like a Snoopy character, man. Every time he walk out the house, man, he got a backpack on. He got half a wig on and stuff, man. He got his own personality, man. But I love that cat, man. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
good.
Hey, you know what? The day I was I had to stop by my employment, and I
Hmm.
went into the little I don't know what they call it, little bodega, whatever they call it,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And the guy that was at the counter, he said, "Man, that's how he talk, man. I I was on a YouTube and your show, I didn't even know you do your show popped up,
Oh,
and I was like, I know that guy. That guy is so cool. I said, did you
that is
watch it?
so
I said, did you
cool.
watch it? He said, I watched 4 episodes. I
Oh,
said, I
shout
said,
out to
appreciate.
him.
I said, appreciate you, man. I
Yes, we
appreciate you.
appreciate the
I said,
love.
appreciate the love, man. He said, man, I wouldn't have never know. I said, yeah,
Yeah,
man, I appreciate you. Thank you, man. I bought my little cranberry juice. I got about it.
I know that's right. That's a good feeling though. Thank you for listening and
Yeah, man.
watching.
Thank y'all for listening, man.
Yes.
I like, hey,
Hey,
look,
but
man.
hey, when am I get my sweatshirt though?
Yours in him. I'm coming. It's coming. I'm going out
Nah.
I'm going out Saturday.
All
What,
right.
what you wear? Medium?
Extra small. Extra small. Did you screen freeze up? Extra small. I like my stuff tight. All right, man. Give me a large.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey, look, you gotta make that a clip. You got to. You got to. You got to.
That's what I thought, cuz man. You said extra small? Where at? Yeah, man, that's what we do under no
You know
conditions,
you a
man.
Bama. You
Hey,
a
man, she can ready
Bama.
to call me a hot bam. I'm letting y'all know. I did a show, man. We gonna cut up a little bit, but
Yes,
man,
we
hey,
are.
we appreciate
Yes, we do,
everything,
y'all.
man. From the views to the likes to the emails. Um, you know, we just do this for the love, and
Yeah.
hopefully, we can pass on some information. Hopefully, we can help with one person. And we don't know it all. We know a little bit. However, we try to give you guys what we have, and
Yeah.
hopefully we can help somebody. Hey, the Wax Studio is up. I'm just letting y'all know 2025, the ebook is coming,
Yes.
and the book is coming. It's in the works, and the merch is coming also. We got some nice things just coming along for 2025.
Yes, we
And
do.
once again, man, we appreciate all the love for 2024. And y'all gotta hit us up, man. Hit us up at the Under No Conditions podcast at gmail.com, man. Send us those emails. Keep responding to the clips, man. You
Yes.
know what? We gotta do a show. I'm gonna do a show on some of the responses. We're gonna do a response of an answer and response. How about that?
That'd be great. We should do
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna have to do that, man. And for myself, Church Lady, and for everybody that's associated with the Under No Conditions podcast, we out.
We
Peace.
out. Bye.
Bye.